Hello, everyone. Let me ask you something. Is there a gap between the life you know you are capable of living and the one you are actually living right now? You know you have potential. You know you can do more. You know you were meant for something bigger. You set goals. You make plans. You promise yourself this time will be different. But somewhere between intention and action, something breaks down. The motivation fades, the discipline disappears, the momentum dies. And then you are left asking yourself one painful question: why can't I just follow through? If you have ever felt that, then this message is for you. Because the truth is, you are probably not lazy, you are probably not broken, and you are definitely not incapable. In fact, what if the real issue is not lack of motivation, but a lack of alignment? That is exactly what John Demartini, one of the world's leading human behavior specialists, has discovered after decades of research. He says something very powerful. You are not broken, you are misaligned. Think about that for a moment. Most people spend years trying to fix themselves, trying to become more disciplined, trying to become more motivated, trying to force themselves into routines that never last. But what if the problem is not that you need more force? What if the problem is that your daily life is not aligned with what truly matters most to you? Dr. Demartini teaches that every human being lives according to a unique hierarchy of priorities. In simple terms, each of us has a personal set of values that drives what we notice, what we focus on, what we act on, and what we achieve. When your daily actions are aligned with your highest priorities, something amazing happens. You feel inspired, you feel energized, you feel clear, you feel more naturally disciplined. Not because someone is pushing you, not because you watched another motivational video, not because you are forcing yourself, but because you are finally working in harmony with what genuinely drives you. And when your actions are not aligned with your highest priorities, that is when procrastination shows up. That is when hesitation takes over. That is when self doubt increases. That is when you start, stop, restart, and repeat the same cycle again and again. Now, here is where it gets even more important. Most people are not living by their own priorities, they are living by borrowed priorities. They are trying to meet expectations from parents, from teachers, society, religion, social media, industry trends, or even other successful people they admire. They keep thinking, I should be doing this, I should be showing up like that, I should be building this way, I should be more like them. And that is where the internal conflict begins. You are trying to become someone you are not. You are trying to force goals that are not fully yours. You are trying to build a life that may look impressive from outside but does not truly match your internal design. And that hidden misalignment costs you everything. It costs you energy, it costs you momentum, it costs you confidence, it costs you time. It can even cost you money, relationships, and opportunities. And this is especially true in today's fast moving digital world. So many people are trying to create content, build authority, launch offers, grow their brand, and build a business online. They are smart, they are talented, they are capable, but they still feel stuck. Why? Because often they are following borrowed blueprints, borrowed content styles, borrowed business models, borrowed identities. They are doing what looks right on the outside, but not what feels deeply aligned on the inside. And when that happens, consistency becomes hard. Content feels happy, sales feel uncomfortable, execution becomes inconsistent, growth feels delayed. That is why some people work harder and still feel stuck. Not because they lack ambition, not because they lack talent, not, but because they are building from misalignment. Now, here is the good news: there is a way out, and it is not vague, it is not fluffy, and it is not just another motivational message. It is practical, it is precise, and it can change the way you think about your life, your work, and your future. The priority code. And this may be one of the most valuable half days you invest in yourself this year, right? In just 4 hours, you will learn how to identify your true hierarchy of priorities. Not what you think they should be, not what others told you they should be, but what they actually are. You will understand why you procrastinate in certain areas, why you lose momentum on important goals, and some things excite you naturally, while others feel forced. And most importantly, how to restructure your life around what truly drives you. This is not about becoming more motivated, this is about building a system that goes beyond motivation. Because motivation comes and goes, but alignment creates autonomous drive. Once you are aligned, you can do boring things repeatedly. Boring things repeatedly. And when you are doing boring things repeatedly, you are successful. That means you stop needing constant external pushes. You stop depending on emotional highs. You stop relying on guilt to move forward. Instead, you begin to operate from clarity, from authenticity, from real internal power. You wake up with energy. You move with intention. You work with focus. You build with conviction. And when that happens, your goals stop feeling like pressure and start feeling like purpose, right? So if you have been feeling stuck, if you know you are capable of more, if you are tired of starting and stopping, if you want to create a life and business that actually feels aligned with who you are, then this is something you should seriously consider, because sometimes your next breakthrough does not come from another strategy. Sometimes it comes from finally understanding yourself. And when that happens, everything changes. Your decisions change, your actions change, your consistency change, your confidence changes, your outcomes change. So if you are ready to stop forcing and start aligning, if you are ready to understand what truly drives you, if you want to wake up inspired, focused, and moving toward goals that are genuinely yours, then you can consider Dr. John Demartini's The Priority Code. If you want to get my mentorship in order to become a successful digital coach in your niche, one of the best coaches, then you can simply WhatsApp me 97599999231. Your next level may not require more hustle. It may simply require the right alignment. Right? Thank you very much. Have a nice time.